Do you need a four-wheel drive to have fun off-road? Yes and no. If you're just gonna do some simple trail rides, there's not much sand, much mud, any like super hard or like semi-difficult obstacles or anything, then you'll be fine. But if you have some spots where there's gonna be rocks, there's sand, there's mud, anything like that, a four-wheel drive will definitely help you get through it. Oh, your back tire's touching.
Yeah.
Touching your fender. There you go. Oh, shit. May need a tow. Maybe.
Maybe.
Now, I know I did get stuck in that video, but my Titan, it's only two-wheel drive. It wouldn't even made it that far. It would have just gone off the edge into the soft sand and gotten stuck. And with that Pathfinder in that video, if I had limited slips or a lock or anything, I would have made it through just fine. One of the reasons why four-wheel drive is so much it's better off-road is if you get your front tires past some of the slippery section and get some grip, it can help pull you forward. Or if your front tires get into the like dig down or get stuck in some mud or something, and your rear tires have grip, it can kind of push you through it. But in a two-wheel drive, it doesn't really have the ability to do so. Now in this spot, I floored my way through all that sand, and as you see here, he pulled me out from where I originally got stuck, and I'm still stuck, and he had to keep pulling me. And right about here, I started to get a little bit of traction, so once I got my rear tires up on something a little bit more solid, we were good to go. And this here is me also driving that Jeep, but in four low, and I just crawled up it like nothing. There was no tire slip or anything. In this video, I don't know what happened to the audio, but when I get up here to this little ledge and I start to slow down, that's because my rear tires are slipping and I'm having to floor it to try to get any amount of traction to get over this hill. I made it, it was fun, but it really struggled to get over it. So you can do it in two-wheel drive, but it's going to be a lot more difficult, and you might even find more joy in trying to use your vehicle to get through some of these harder obstacles. Another thing, if you get four-wheel drive, you could be tempted to take your vehicle into something that it's really not going to be able to make it through. You know, you have four-wheel drive, and you're like, oh, I could do that. And then you go through it, you get stuck. Say you're by yourself or something, and you get stuck for hours because nobody is there available to come get you. And eventually you have to call like a tow service or something. But, or you could like not even be somewhere where that could happen or where you could get a tow service. Um, Like I do that a lot. I get stuck. I'm like, I got a four-wheel drive. I can make it, which I almost never can make it when I think that. And in that video is one of those things. Yes, I had a winch, and yes, the winch did get me out. But if I didn't have the winch, I would have gotten stuck and not been able to get out and would have to wait for someone to come get me out, try to flag someone down, and it would have just been this whole hassle. So if you do have four-wheel drive, just be careful. Because yes, you have four-wheel drive and your vehicle is a little more capable than a two-wheel drive, but it can be not as capable or not capable enough to make it through something. Like that wasn't thick mud, or not super thick, but I have open diffs. So the moment my undercarriage hit the mud and kind of sat on top of it, and two of my wheels lost traction, it sent all my power to those ones with no traction. And now I've done some pretty difficult obstacles with my Titan, and it's two-wheel drive. Now, if you do get a two-wheel drive and you want to take it off-road, I do recommend getting some pretty grippy tires. They really do help, but just be careful, and you could do quite a bit of stuff that a four-wheel drive can do. Just you might struggle a little bit more. It'll take more thinking to make it through something. It'll really get your mind working, like, how do I get through this? And it's quite a bit of fun going off road with a two-wheel drive. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy driving my truck off road. And it's just like you have to use your brain to get through some of these obstacles. And it's quite a bit of fun. Alright guys, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. And if you liked it, please like and subscribe for more content.